Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. It's the first week in August and I'm at Lowe's checking out what's new in the plant section. First up, I'm noticing they have a few new hydrangeas. All right, so this one here is Heartthrob. Heartthrob, I actually had this before and it didn't do well. It came back, I think it never came back, or if it did, it came back once and then it just died. This guy here is a semi-dwarf hydrangea. It is red and it is $14.98 in a 2-quart. This guy only grows 3 feet by 3 feet and is by the Southern Living Plant Collection. It is hardy from zones 5 to 9. This is one of the macrophyllars, which means that it can't be directly in full sun. It needs a little bit of sun just to bloom, but it's best if it's in a part shade to shade area. This guy here, like I said, I had it before, and the reason why I had gotten it is because of these beautiful red blooms. But it didn't do well. Let me know if you have Heartthrob in your garden and how it does. Right next to Heartthrob, we have Dear Dolores. I've seen Dear Dolores before at my store. This guy here is going to be in a 2-gallon for $21.98. It grows 5 feet by 5 feet. It's going to take a couple of years to get there. It is hardy from zones 5 to 9. This guy here has more of a purple bloom, and some of them are starting to bloom. You can't really see the purple too much here, but here's one right here. And the leaves are looking nice and healthy. Again, another macrophylla that will be great for the part sun. Let me know if you have Dear Dolores in your yard. $21.98, guys. All right, so they had brought some more coleus here. At this point in the season, here we are in the first week in August, they are still bringing in coleus. And although I love coleus, they do well for me. They do well in containers, they do well in the yard, they do well in the house, the bathroom. This guy here, it just says that it's a colors of coleus, charged up Indian summer coleus, guys. This one here is a part sun plant for $8.48. This is what it looks like in the container. And that orange means that it's going to be in part sun. Some coleus can take part sun, but part sun in August is a different type of part sun in October or April. So I definitely do not put my coleus in the full sun, no matter if they say it can take it. Next up, we have another hydrangea here. Who's this? This is Little Hottie. Little Hottie, I believe, is by, yes, First Editions. This one is going to be $30. It's in a 2-gallon. I love this brand because their plants always do well. And even though they do get to the clearance rack sometimes, they still look good. This Little Hottie here is in a 2-gallon. Like I said, it is hardy to zone 3. And it has these really nice big snowball kind of white. Really, really nice. And they have a lot of these here. This one is already looking rough, but they're looking good otherwise. These are the blooms right here. Here we have some more coleus. This is still the proven winners. This one, I believe, yes, is the Mini-Me Chartreuse. This one is going to be $6.48. A lot of them made it to the clearance rack last month, but they still have more. I don't know if they brought more in or these were the ones who didn't get to the clearance rack yet. But this is going to be $6.48 for you guys. It's an annual, of course, but as you know, with coleus, you can propagate it and you can bring it inside the house, and it could be a year-long plant for you. Next up is one of my favorite hydrangeas. This one here is Bloomstruck. This is by Endless Summer. I really, really like this plant. It does amazingly well in my garden. This one is going to be a whole $28.98. All the ones that I've gotten were actually on clearance, so I've never really paid full price for this guy here. This guy here is hardy from zones 4 to 9, requires morning sun and afternoon shade. And again, my experience is that it will burn with more than 4 hours of sun in Georgia. So I have mine in part sun and it is burning. I made a decision last week to send this guy to the shade garden. So when I start moving stuff around in the fall, this is guys are going to go in a little bit more shade because I prefer it to have minimal blooms than to get burnt up in the Georgia sun. Let me know if you have bloomstruck. I know a lot of us do have them. Depending on what your soil type is, it might come out pink. For me, they come out more purple because of the type of soil that I have. Next up was another guy that I have. This one is the beautiful Pop Star. Pop Star is also coming out purple for me, and it does really well. This was actually a little shorter version. It's smaller and it's more of a lace cap. So you see how this guy here is like a little bit more flatter, and you can see the fluorescence here right there, a bunch of flowers together. The bees and the butterflies have an easy access because the landing pad is more accessible than it is for the bloomstruck. You see the bloomstruck, they'll have to fight to get in there, and it's not rich in pollen anyway, but this guy is, right? The Pop Star. Pop Star is also going to be in a 2-gallon. It is also going to be $28.98, and this guy is also going to be hardy from zones 4 to 9. They've got some more little hotties here. Again, looking great. I have this, it has this really nice creamy white. Don't have this guy in my yard, but I imagine if it's like the others, it would do well. Let me know if you have any of these in your garden. Another plant that is new or recently new to the garden is the Proven Winners Cookies and Cream Summerrific Hibiscus. This guy here is going to be more white and yellow. That's what the bloom looks like. And of course, you know, a lot of these Summerrifics, a lot of them, not all of them, have these dark foliage. This guy here, I have Summerrific in my yard. I had them, and they didn't do well. They did well for a while, and then all of a sudden the Japanese beetles destroyed them. So I don't have any in my yard except for a few I just got the other day on clearance here, because I want to give them another go, because the ones that I had, they all died. They got decimated by the Japanese beetles, but I know some of us have no problems with them. I love these because they come back. Obviously, we know the tropical hibiscus does not come back unless you bring it inside the house or something, but these guys love the sun. But another thing about them is that they love to stay moist, so they definitely can't go without water, because they will start drooping and they won't produce. So they are definitely water hogs in my experience. I'm gonna give them one more go. I'm gonna put them in a container and then see how they do. But these guys here are really, really pretty, guys. Look at this beautiful white. This guy here is going to be $29.98, and it is going to be hardy from zones 4 to 9, and it grows 30 to 36. Now, I've noticed that the ones that they say, I had the summer, I think I had the Holy Grail or something, and those guys, they got big. They were bigger than 3 feet, but they do really, really well in the summer, and they like, again, they bloom really, really nicely. You see this bunch of blooms right here is going to be a really nice show when they do decide to bloom. I recently got one of these guys here on clearance. This is a Crepe Myrtle. Specifically, this is the Bellini Raspberry. This guy here is hardy from zones 5 to 9. It doesn't grow as tall as the other guys because they have this one as a dwarf. Now, the ones that we know and love are the ones that grow pretty tall, and I have those too. These guys here, like every Crepe Myrtle, they do well in the blazing sun. I have the Delta Series Crepe Myrtle by the Southern Living Plant Collection, and they do really, really well. This is when they bloom, when it's really nice and hot. They will get budded up, but it's only like in late July and August when you see Crepe Myrtles really, really shine. Let me know if you have any Crepe Myrtles or if you have this particular one in your yard. They brought in some new little lime hydrangeas. These are going to be $29.98. These are from Proven Winners, and these are the type of hydrangeas that can take the full sun. These are hardy from zones 3 to 8. Now, even though they can take the full sun, I'm in zone 8, I'm in Georgia, our heat is unbearable. I would put these in, give them some sort of a relief from that Georgia sun, because you know things really heat up in June all the way down to September, and they're gonna fry. Even though it's best for blooming, even though mine are in, they get like 6 hours of sun and they do just fine. All my panicle hydrangeas, especially the limelight, that actually is in, I got it on clearance, and it's doing really, really well where it is. These guys here bloom these really nice white. They start out with this greeny color, and then they go to white. But in Georgia, they do get burned, so ours don't look pretty. Ours don't look too pretty too long because they end up getting burned if they're in too much sun. Let me know if you have the little lime hydrangea and how they do in your yard. The Dragon Prince Kryptoaria is looking really nice and healthy, guys. I got this again 2 years ago on clearance, and it's doing amazingly well. These guys here are going to be $24.98, and they take the full sun. These guys here are hardy from zone 6 to 9. They don't grow that tall, right? But they look so great, and it's great for the winter garden so that you can always have something going on in your yard. These only grow 2 feet to 3 feet tall. Like I said, I've had mine for 2 years, and they really haven't grown that tall because they're just not gonna do it. At first, mine we're having a little browning in here, and I was worried about it, but that's what they do. That's what some of these Kryptomerias do. They will look browny, but they'll bounce right back. Let me know if you have this guy in your yard. It's $24.98. It's in a 2-gallon. I've got some scent amazing gardenia. These ones I had in my yard before, they didn't do well. These are going to be $24.98, 2-gallon, and they grow 2 to 3 feet tall. They don't grow that big. These are hardy from zone 7 to 10, and they're a pretty slow grower. I have Scent Amazing, I have Frostproof, I have Jubilation, and of course, I have Diamond Spire. Diamond Spire is the only one that's really doing well. Everybody else is struggling, and they're all in the same soil, so I don't know what the story is. And you guys know I talk about this all the time, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to pull out the Jubilation, especially because that one has not been doing great. But these guys, I'm standing right here, and I can smell it. It smells really, really nice with these nice white blooms. Let me know if you have Scent Amazing in your yard and how it does. At these beautiful autumn carnation encore azaleas, one of my favorites. I love carnation and I love autumn lily. They are really, really nice. They bloom like this. Look at this beautiful pink. If you're looking for something for your front yard that can take the sun and blooms 3 times a year, I definitely love this plant and would recommend it. These are going to be in a 3-gallon here for me at Lowe's, which means they're going to be $32.98. They are hardy from zone 6A to 10. And they grow 4.5 to 4.5 by 4 feet tall. Look at this beauty here. This is another one of the Summerrific Hibiscus. This one is Edge of Night by Proven Winners. This guy is going to be $22.98. Again, it has the dark foliage and it has this beautiful pink bloom. This guy here is hardy from zones 4 to 9. Right next to this one here is this guy here, which is more of a red. Let's see if this is going to be Holy Grail or not. I can't tell. Let me see. Yes, this one is going to be Holy Grail. Also hardy from zones 4 to 9, but it has more of a red bloom. Now, I don't see any open blooms, but this one is getting ready to open. These are all going to be in 2 gallons. These are all going to be $29.98. All right, I come a little further. What do we have here? Perfect Storm. Look at Perfect Storm right here. This one here, Perfect Storm, also $29.98, and also hardy from zones 4 to 9, guys. They have quite a bit of variety of the Summerrific. So we have Perfect Storm, we have Holy Grail, we have Edge of Night, and then we had Cookies and Cream over there, guys. So check out your Lowe's if you're looking for the perennial hibiscus. These are the ones that come back every year. They go to sleep. They pretty much wake up later on in the season, but once they wake up, they move pretty fast. They love the full sun, but they also love to stay moist. They've got a foolproof Gardinia. This guy is going to be $24.98. This one grows 3 feet to 3 to 4 feet by 3 feet wide, hardy from zones to 7 to 10. Now, the thing is, with gardenias are like azaleas and crepe myrtles. You're going to see them a lot in the south. And I also had this one in my yard. It's alive. It hasn't bloomed for the last 2 years. And I just don't want to keep moving these guys because I think the more I move them, the more they kind of have to reset. But I don't know. I think some people have a lot of good luck with gardenias, but I don't. This guy here is in a 2-gallon, and these are the blooms. And again, I'm standing right next to it, and it smells really, really amazing. That is pretty much it for what's new. They always have a lot of shrubs, guys. My Lowe's doesn't really look very sparse or anything. It still looks like it's summertime with all the shrubs that you're seeing in this clip right here, from sunshine ligustrum to clayera to roses to a lot of hollies, more gardenias, conifers, and of course they still have a lot of the perennials, which you've seen in the July video. You've seen some of them in the June video, so check those out if you'd like to see even more. But today's video was really about what is new since the last time we had a inventory update. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.